All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the top-down analysis on EU. Today it's Sunday, so it's Sunday night. I'm recording this one a little bit late. I just wanted to see how the market opened first before making this, just because I just have no idea what to anticipate during a war. So just wanted to see how it opened, see what happened. I was anticipating some big slip or some big gaps to form with everything that's been going on. So, and we were right. I mean, EU opened like down a significant amount, and so did really any of the USD pairs, and obviously the US dollar ruble as well opened up with a significant gap. So just wanted to see how it reacted first, and yeah. So this week going to be a pretty heavy news week. Okay, so for the CAD we have the rate statements. US dollar we have the non-farm employment change, the non-farm payroll on Friday, and Aussie rate statements. So really there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The OPEC meeting, so oil and stuff, oil and the CAD and Aussie dollar are going to be affected by these. So yeah, just be cautious. I just wanted to point this out and ensure that you guys are trading smart and trading safe and around these news events before or after, and yeah, just making sure you're all good. So let's just start off with the top-down analysis on dollar index. Nothing really nothing really changed on the monthly. Again, we're in this last series of up candles right here. If I just change this to here, we're in this last series of up candles that took liquidity. Okay, so it's a really important level that we're at right now. Can I see it climbing up into this fair value gap up here, which I believe we already did last week, that I had marked out from last week, and you can see we did. Okay, so let me just put that as the FVG. Okay, we're in this order block right here, so I would not be surprised to see some sort of reaction from here. The way it's setting up, it's hard to tell what's going to happen, right? It depends on how this month closes, right? It's going to close tomorrow, so it's either that this is going to be used as a block and continue up. However, we have to understand that we are in a premium level of this swing, so would not be surprised to start seeing some pullback down. Okay, but we're wicking down into these levels, and so is this high going to get taken out next month? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how development happens throughout the next month to understand that. But let's go to the weekly. Maybe we can get some more clarity here. So you can see last week we had this up, or not last week, sorry, but we had this up coming back in here to this order block here, and then breaking of this high, getting up into that fair value gap, just digging into it a little bit, right? Now with the euro, we have some divergence right here, which is significant, right? It's significant because it's showing that there's a potential accumulation of shorts on the dollar here, and so we'll see what's going on in the coming weeks, like I said. But right now we know that we can get up to here. Potentially, if it wants to continue higher, well, what do we have right here? There's a nice little level right there that I'd be looking at, this block right here, and then there's a nice imbalance again up in here. So these are probably going to be the upside targets. This is where I would anticipate price to go if it's going to continue up. However, looking at this, we're getting 1, 2, 3 runs on liquidity right here, potentially one more up a little bit higher. So we'll see how that's going, how that's developing. Okay. Again, if you remember last week, we were anticipating upside, and the reason why we were anticipating upside was because of this. We had this sweep right here. We had a break in structure right here. Okay, this swing point right there. We had this fade back down into this fair value gap slash mitigate, or not mitigation block, sorry, this block right here. Okay, this is the hidden order block, hidden base right there, and then you can just take that whole candle. Nice inducement, boom, snags it and then goes. So I was actually anticipating that last week. I'll show you what I was actually anticipating. I was anticipating two things. Either it was going to go right from here, and I was anticipating it to come up to these levels, up in this fair value gap, or I was anticipating that price was going to come down here, fill in a little bit of imbalance first, take out all these lows, and then continue up. So our main bias was up only, but there was potential that these equal lows and stuff would get swept first before going up. That didn't happen. It ended up setting up to the point where, hey, we had a really insane move right off of this level here after we took out some liquidity, broke some structure, used that as an inducement, and then bang, it ripped. And so now we dabbled into that level very inefficiently. And so again, if we're going to be targeting upside, well, I think we're at least going to be getting down a little bit further, potentially even using this as an inducement like that to fill up a little bit more imbalance, right? I can see that happening. And so I think the next move is going to be a little fade back down into here. That's what it seems like. If I'm looking on the daily, let's see the daily here. Okay, daily, we do have a block, an order block right here that we have to be wary of. We can delete this because we already know where we're at with that. We know that we're in a premium array, or that's what ICT calls them, a premium POI that you can say, right? We have an order block right here, right? Last two down candles, breaks above it, comes back in potentially. So I would anticipate to start off the week, probably a draw back down here. And if we do decide to go break up this high, then I would, we'll see. I think longs are capped as much, but as much as I want to say that with everything with the war, we should be anticipating a long dollar. And so again, it's just, we're at a technical level where I don't believe longs are the best option until we were to see something like this, right? If we see something like that, where we break above these levels and then we can hold them, okay, that's going to be a different story. But as of right now, we're just tapping into them. So I think longs are a little bit heavy right now to be trying to long. And so I think what we got to do is just wait for some pullbacks into order blocks such as this one, or a little bit further down into this block here. Then we can start to look for longs if there are any options, okay, for the dollar index. You could see we had a huge gap. Really, we swept some liquidity. We have this last up candle right here. Is this an inducement, right, for price to come back up into this fair value gap up here, and then start seeking back down at the 1244. Let's just change that to 1250s, right, rounded up. There we go. And you can see that lines up beautifully with this fair value gap and stuff. So I would anticipate that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a draw back down into this level. That's what I would anticipate is going to happen for this week. And that's probably what, if we get up to here, yeah, so 112 pips, this is probably going to be the weekly range. So I would anticipate that it's probably going to come down this week, admittedly. And the reason being, what's this here? Is this a monthly? Yeah, that's a monthly high there. So important level that we just took out. Let's see. I would anticipate some sort of retracement back into here probably this month, or sorry, this week. But with all the news, we just got to be careful. I'd be looking up at this level though. Okay. Then we can start to look at our -27 target there at 250, 96, 250. I think that's going to be the major draw on liquidity for this week, especially seeing how this candle starts off the week, right? This is a weekly open right here. Immediately just pressing up. I think it's going to come back and seek below those. So let's just see. Let's see how this week develops. Let's go right on to EU now. Okay. So similar thing that's been going on with EU, where we are obviously in this level still. Okay, which is a significant low right here. We also have another significant low right here, and we just took out another significant low right here. Okay. Do I believe that price can get down in here? Absolutely. 100%. I believe that we can start seeking liquidity down into this level, right down into the 100, right? 1.100 flat, big figure. We have a beautiful, beautiful block right here, right? A hidden base right there. If we look on, is it the monthly? Yeah, on the monthly, you can see here is the last real down candle, right? We have an up candle right here, indecision candle, down candle, boom. And then it all initiated out of that. So would not be surprised to see something in this candle, okay? In this candle where price is gravitated towards. However, yeah, if the month closes like this, it's going to be, it's tough to kind of tell if it's going to come seek down one more time, maybe sweep, and then we can start something, but it's just not ready yet on the monthly, I don't think. On the weekly, again, it could be a couple scenarios, right? We're either going to use this sweep and we're going to climb back up into this leg a little bit, or it's going to come back down here one more time into this level. Then we can start to assess again what's going on. Okay, I think that that's the main move though, down into 1.100s on the higher time frame. But just for this week alone, just like dollar index, I do believe that this has potential to climb up some more, right? It has potential to climb up some more, maybe up into this block, into this area right here, right? Why? Because we had that mitigation last week where we said, okay, let's target downside down into, I believe I said the 12500 level. So right here, and it absolutely rinsed that and went below, and it actually took out this low. So if I were to bet, I would bet that price is going to come back up probably somewhere into this fair value gap up here. Okay, probably somewhere up into this fair value gap up here, into this block up there. We can probably just mark that off at that low right there, because that's going to be that daily fill. Okay, 300 big figure there, 1.1300. We go in the 4 hour. 4 hour actually looks really nice for a little bit more upside. Admittedly, we were actually looking for I was actually looking for shorts right in this fair value gap, and but again, it was the end of the week. But you can see that 142 pips gap down over the weekend, so pretty significant. What I'm seeing here is a potential inducement into this wick that swept liquidity. Let's go in the 1 hour. Yeah, look at that. Let's see. So we'll see how Monday, how tomorrow, or how tomorrow starts off, because we could be, I can see two scenarios right now that are going to be playing out. Okay. One scenario is that we're going to start climbing up and past this high right where we open and get up into that fair value gap, potentially up into this whole pool liquidity here, potentially even higher, right? But the other option that I'm seeing is that we just took out liquidity. We swept liquidity, filled up some of that lower time frame inefficiency, right? We came back down, we broke this, and now we have a sweep. And so again, I still think we're going to climb up a little bit at least into this level. So I think that that's really the next draw as well. I would be surprised to see it just break through, or maybe not surprised, but I would prefer to see a draw up first into around here, or better above here into that 1300s before any downside, right? So that's what I would like to see. Again, it's just hard to tell as of right now, but we'll just adapt throughout the week, right? I'm not too concerned about it. It sure does look like it's going to be going up. Let's see, yeah, right, mitigating that last level. We have a bunch of inducements around here, right? Really good stuff. And so I would anticipate that we're going to start to fill up this leg. Again, we have to be cautious, just because there's no clear direction as of yet for me. There's no clear direction. I can see it coming down and I can see it going up. I think the next move is up, but we'll wait throughout the week and start to get confirmations of either side, and we'll stay adaptive, right? Last week, it was clear to me. Last week, it was clear that downside was the only option, right? From where we were. Maybe not. I didn't know that we were going to go down this far. I'll be honest. I thought that we were just going to go down to right around here. But the fact that we broke down here and took out this side, I think the next option is up to break this high at, what is that? 12750s. Okay, we'll say 12750s. That's what I'm going to be looking at this week. Is price to get back up into here. If we start breaking down further, okay, then that's going to be off the table. I want to see this hold if that's going to be the case. Okay, if this breaks down here, likely that we're just going to start fading down into that 100 big figure there. Okay, so that's what I would be eyeing, honestly, guys. There's not really much else that I can update right now. I apologize, it can't be something super convincing, but it's just the way it is right now. We're just going to have to wait it out, see what kind of cycle starts to play out, right? If we're anticipating a bearish cycle, then it's likely that we're going to get up starting the week, but really already we open the week and the week comes down. So it's telling me, okay, maybe we're probably going to start having a bullish week here. typically will run about 150 pips, and you can see that 150 pips from here is already up here, right? Is already up into that block that we're looking at. Now, if it's going to run down 150 pips, well, we already basically did, which is crazy to think of just a gap that did that, ran already the weekly range on EU. So yeah, let's just see what's going on, guys, this week. That's really all I have for today. Again, I apologize, it can't be something super convincing. If anything, I'm looking more upside though. I have to say, we'll see how it develops though. Okay, let's just look again. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't want to lead you guys astray, but yeah, I just don't see it ripping up all the way. You can see that EU actually mitigated this already, this level. So potentially dollar index will have to get up there, up at, what is that, 97.5, right? 97.5. Do we have any? Yeah, so we still have a fair value gap right here that we got to fill up. Order block right here, like that. So potentially something like that. I'm just going to be marking out this level, seeing if we can get something, and then take that down into here, and from there we'll just make some decisions. I'll check GU here just because I haven't checked it since last week actually, and so these are the levels I had marked out last week. So yeah, we dabbled into that. We were actually calling longs from right here, but I said I don't think that they're going to sustain, just probably up into this wick, and that's what we got right there, sustained, and then boom, drop down. This was the level that I was looking at. I can't remember why I was looking at this though, to be honest. It's a fair value gap on the 1 hour, is it 30 minute? Yeah, 30 minute. So I was actually anticipating this to get in here earlier, but then it started rallying up, and so yeah, to me this looks a little bit bullish. I'll be honest with you. The GU, right? Sweep liquidity, mitigate, come back up. All this is inducement. Boom, fill this imbalance here. This really, there's nothing here that tells me that, you know, this is all low resistance liquidity up here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see GU start moving. I wouldn't be surprised to see it start moving up, to be honest. Maybe a little bit further into premium now, right? We take out a significant low down here. I was looking at this low. I got my alert here. I didn't get an entry on it. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised for us to get back up into this level up here for GU. So same for EU. Like I said, I still think EU potentially could go up. Dollar index a little bit down. And yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a look on crypto. What's going on here? What's going on in the old crypto sphere? Last week, I was looking at in my group, I was saying that, yeah, I think that this is a trend line inducement here. And you can see we get above it, mitigate some imbalance above that trend line inducement, boom, and now we're starting to melt back down. Is this going to go back down and take out some lows? I have no idea. I have no idea right now. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't know what's going to be happening with the whole Russian issue, because we were talking about it today, and it's kind of crazy what's going on, right? And if Russia, or we get the sanctions, or sanctions are put on Russia with the SWIFT system, like, what's the only option that I see that they're going to use is crypto. I don't see what they can do in any other way. And so I don't know what type of impact that's going to have. So if you guys have some thoughts about it, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say and what your thoughts are on them. It's really just a time of uncertainty, especially for cryptos. I mean, cryptos have never undergone this before. And so this is going to be a real big test to see what cryptos are made of. Again, from the beginning, I put it up in here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where is it? Right here. Okay. You can see I was calling, or I wanted to see price get back down into this liquidity pool down here, at least below this low. Okay. But you can see I called it, or I was saying it right here at February 7th, 2022. And you can see we've gotten that push back down. Okay. So I still do believe, the way that it's looking right now, I still believe that we're going to come underneath this low. Okay. So this low right here, where the X is, potentially under this low. But I do believe that there's a high probability we're going to get under that. Then from there, we can make some decisions on if it's time to accumulate or what. Yeah, what other cryptos do we have here? XRP, I'm looking at it. I want to see it get down into the 32 cent level. Algo USD, this is a really good one. I really want to see get below these levels, and then we can start looking for accumulations. FTM, sushi as well is down into the really my point where I wanted to start seeing it go. Again, I don't really know too much about sushi, to be honest. I just added it on here. A lot of these I don't know much of. The only ones I really like are Algo, that I've done my research on. Algo, Power, obviously the main ones like BTC, but that's pretty much it. Honestly, Power and Algo are the only ones that I really done a significant amount of research on. Oh, in AVAX, I actually really like AVAX, but I still think it has really a long way to fall. I don't think it's going to stop anywhere here. I think it's going to come back down into this level. The way that it's looking right now, this just looks like a reaccumulation, or sorry, redistribution to start targeting down in these levels down here. So yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too good, guys. I'll be totally honest with you. It's not looking too good. But as for EURUSD and GU, we'll start. I'm going to be looking at potential fading up into the longs, and then we'll see from there. But again, just try and take A+ setups only. Try not to force anything, right? Especially in these times. Like, wait for your strategy, your entries, follow your process, and that's it. Do the best that you can, protect your risk, and that's all you can do. All right, guys, stay safe. I hope everyone's all well, everyone's happy, everyone's healthy, and everyone's safe, most importantly. Okay, cheers. Sending hugs from Canada. I'll catch you guys soon. Okay, cheers.